Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Hummel, the Tier 6 German SPG. This one's located on the northeast board of Highway, and it's under the command of Angelina75, and this is her first response to Talon 1958's game in the S51 on Cliff, where he took the lead. Let's see how she gets on.
Let's go.
Well, as you may know, the Hummel was a development of the Panzer IV, the Panzer Mark IV. It was actually designed so the troops actually had some support, some mobile support. Of course, towed artillery is all well and good, but in actual fact, the Germans found that SPGs were far better because, of course, they could keep up with the tanks and follow the enemy. Now, up until then, they'd made use of SPGs which were designed and based on the Panzer Mark II hull, which of course was the Vesper. And looks like that ELC M90 just got discovered by the UPR. Trying to get around on him, but Angelina's having difficulty trying to get a lead on the target. Now, the Panzer Mark II was a very small, light tank, and the problem was it couldn't carry a very big howitzer. In fact, the biggest howitzer it could carry was the 105mm light field howitzer, the same Arty that you find on the Fifi or Leffy. In fact, even that howitzer was very, very heavy. So they needed a vehicle they could use to carry the Schwer howitzer, the big heavy howitzer, and they decided to do that to the Panzer IV because, of course, it could carry a much bigger weight. And that's how they came about with the Hummel. In fact, the Hummel is only one of two vehicles which actually designed using the Panzer Mark IV hull. The other one being the Nashorn, which of course was a tank destroyer using the 88mm gun, or ACT. Okay, we just saw an enemy's T-71 CMCD. Angelina fires around in. Now she's got the small howitzer, the stock howitzer. That's the same gun as on the Gorilla. It's very accurate. It's got a great trajectory. And it's got a faster reload, and you get more shells as well in the game, so you don't run out of ammunition. You only get 18 shells in Hummel, you see, so if you were to use the Top Gun, you wouldn't have that many shots, and you might even run out of ammunition during the game. Now, Angelina's found two enemy heavy tanks together, a TNH 105-1000 and a T150. She's dialed in on TNH, she backs up, and gets splashed by a round in the side for 159. Now he's stunned. She did get stunned with a 15cm, but she didn't get any more damage because the stun ran out, unfortunately. She's landed in a tier 8 game with tier 6 tanks, so she's bottom tier, and that means she can earn extra XP for every enemy tank that she damages. Well, that one hit the roof. It was close, but the trajectory, well, it's just a little too tight there. Now, I think it's good that Angelina's staying out the field like this to actually try and shoot into the town. She has got a quick escape route if she needs to. She can get down to the river. But there's still a number of enemy tanks up near their cap area. She fires around. Oh, nearly got there. That's that fast reload on this Arty that really helps, because it's 25 seconds normal reload. Angelina's got 20.5, so she is very quick on the reload to get shots on the enemy. Okay, VK4503, she's dialing in, almost ready. That's it, rounds out. And yes, she gets some splash from that one, 120. I think she'd like to hit that IS-3 there, but she can't. Not at the moment. That building's in the way, but she might be able to get a chance in a second. Our Scorpion G's going round behind the IS-3. Unfortunately, he's encountered somebody else, and we're having difficulty trying to get a shot in here. Angelina's going to try and fire at the IS-3. She does. Oh, yes, she does get a hit, a direct hit. 109 hit points, and she gets some stun assist, and the IS-3 is killed. Unfortunately, she did accidentally hit the VK16801 in the process, which means that she won't be getting a high caliber medal, even if she does score the highest damage in the game. Well, both of those guys were stunned, but the Panther cleared the stun straight away, obviously because it was affecting his aiming and his reload. No, he's decided he's going to fall back. And I think that's mainly down to the fact that our team has actually captured the city. And if he doesn't fall back, then he's likely to get caught near the town and hit by 2 tanks at the same time. In the meantime, we're noticing a T-78 sitting out near these buildings, near the petrol station. And Angeline can land a shell on the corner, which will probably splash him. Not sure if that did any damage, but we'll have to wait and see. If he is stunned, he's going to lose the stun fairly quickly. But I think that's probably the first time she's hit the T-78, or at least damaged him. Now, Angeline is actually also making a smart move here by actually following the heavy tanks so that she can support them as they're making their way towards the cap. She's got an 88, he's died. There's the T-78. Oh, now he just wiped out our ELC M90. And he's gone in return, taken out by our IKV-65. So we will know if she did splash that T-78 because she only got one chance to fire at him. Now, the Germans actually did make or turn some of their Panzerfears, their Hummels, into weapons carriers, or rather ammunition carriers, munitions target. And so these vehicles were absolutely identical to the Hummels that were carrying the howitzer, and they could actually lift the howitzer out of the vehicle that was actually containing it and move it into the one that was the munitions trager if the vehicle had a problem. Actually, it was quite a good idea because it meant that although you did have those vehicles deliberately to try and carry the ammunition around, the fact is that you had spare vehicles available, if necessary, to keep the howitzer moving. Because after all, you can pile the ammunition into a truck, but the howitzer, not so easy to take that off and put it in a truck and keep moving. Okay, VK3002M, Panther prototype, dials in, rounds out, and he moves immediately, so he obviously knew that the shell was inbound, so he backed up because of it. Yes, if they got the sound detection perk, they do tend to move quickly. Now, we are having difficulty getting towards the enemy cap. There is 4 left on their team. Okay, the 88's gone. Now we're looking at the Panther M10, the same one who fell back earlier in the game. Remember, we stunned him. Angeline's still waiting for the reload to go in. She's also looking for that VK3002M. There's also an Arty somewhere around, an FE304. The Panther M10's been killed. There's the VK. Lines up the shot, rounds out, and it's going to miss. Oh, there's the FB. So there's the Burt. He's been spotted. She's marked the target, and he goes down. And that's the end of the game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker for angelina75 in the Hummel. In fact, that's very surprising given the win 8, but we'll see that in a second. Her Bruiser medal for getting 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 7 in that game, and she got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on her team. Let's have a look at the win 8. It's only 911. That's why I'm surprised that she got an ace tanker with such a low win rate. It's very, very low indeed. Let's have a look at team score. Well, again, Angelina didn't score that much in the way of damage. 673 out of that game. The high scorer in the game was the VK16801P, who managed 6,062 hit points, got a high caliber and steel wall. Second highest damage went to the IS-3 on the enemy team, the tank he was trying to kill, 2,589 hit points. And the third highest damage went to the Scorpion G, 1,960. Angelina's way down the table, so not that you'd expect an ace tanker from such a low score. When it came to kills, again, she didn't get any kills at all in that game, but that helped her get the Confederate. But the high scorers were the VK16801P, the IKV, the T78, and the IS-3 on the enemy team. All got 3 kills. And then there was a few tanks that got 2 kills and 1 kill. And when it came to base XP, well, that's where the difference lies, because you can see here that the top scorer was the VK16801P, who really did work hard, got 1,724 experience points, whereas Angelina got the second highest experience points in the game, 888. And why? Because she was hitting tier 8 tanks. Yes, if you hit tier 8 tanks in a tier 6 tank, you get 20% extra XP, not 10%, because 10% for each level up that you're shooting. So if you were in just a standard tier 6 and you hit a tier 6 tank, you get the same XP that you would on any other battle. But if you hit a tier 7, you get 10% extra, and you hit a tier 8, you get 20% extra. So Angelina really did earn a lot of XP from that battle simply by hitting the right tanks. We can see that she fired 15 rounds, which is a high amount of rounds, large amount of rounds in the game. Normally around about 12, 13, but she managed to get 15 off. She got 1 direct hit on the enemy. None of them penetrated, but she did get 11 splash. Damage of 673 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. But she hit 6 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, so that earned her the Confederate. And here's where she actually earned the XP, because she did 1,242 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns, and most of those tanks that she stunned were higher tiers than her own, and that's why she earned the ace tanker. She picked up 18,794 credits for the battle on a free-to-play account, and she also got 1,776 XP for the battle. But yes, the ace tanker means that Angelina does win the Weekend Lions straight away, because of course if you get an ace, that's the game over. The contest is ended for the week, and then obviously it starts again on Sunday when it's a new contest. So congratulations to Angelina, commiserations to Talon. Yes, he's going to have to get up on Sunday morning for the second time in a row, and Angelina's going to have a nice little lie-in on her vacation. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.